Hi everyone, Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing on this fine Friday afternoon? I hope all is well with everyone, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is we are going to talk about packing. We're going to talk about packing a little bit for a cruise, but just a basic all over how I pack for any vacation, honestly. So I do have some things that are specific to the beach here that I'm going to be talking to you about. And I have some things that are specific to cruising that I'll talk to you about. But it is raining here. I about need a canoe today, y'all. It is raining but warm and humid. It's almost like steamy outside. It feels like a sauna. Ugh, it's kind of yucky. So I've got all the lights on to brighten up the place a little bit here. And I have stuff sitting all around me here, and I don't even know where to start. I really don't even know where to start, other than I will start with these two suitcases behind me here. As you can see, I've got the purple one is a 28, I believe, inch spinner. And it meets all of this stipulations for what the largest bag pretty much that I can take on a commercial jet airliner. You know, I don't like to go any much bigger than that, and I never pack it over 50 pounds, even though you can if you fly first class or if you this or that. But I don't, because I'm always trying to be mindful of the people who have to pick up my bag and carry it from point A to point B, including myself, you know, but more importantly, the airport workers or when I cruise, Princess Cruises people, you know, I just don't want them having to pick up any more than 50 pounds, and it's not necessary. It's not necessary. So I very rarely, I never go overweight. And that's why I usually will take a second suitcase, pretty much just to handle overflow and handle any souvenirs that I might want to bring back home. And of course, sometimes I put jackets in there. Sometimes for the cruises, have been known to make magnets for everybody, and they go in, you know, that suitcase, or if I'm making care packages up for people, that kind of thing, you know. So I usually try to take two. This is my new bag that I just hauled just a few months ago. I got it from the Vera Bradley Outlet Center. As a matter of fact, pretty much all of the Vera Bradley that I'm going to be showing you today, I got from the Vera Bradley Outlet Center, or I've had for many, many years. I'm not going to be leaving you links for this, other than you can look at my Amazon storefront, and there is a travel gadget and gizmos idea box in there that will link a lot of the things that I'm going to show you. But for me to go and search for specific patterns and these specific bags, I'm going to let you guys do that on the Vera Bradley site. I will try to give you the names of the bags, but I don't even know that, honestly, for some of them. So, but I just wanted to show you, give you an all-over idea of what I do to pack. Let's see. Let's start with cruising first, real quick. I'll come back later for more intense cruising must-haves, you guys. But I did want to mention about passports and about TSA pre-check and about global entry. Now, I realize right now we are not allowed to do a lot of traveling outside of our country, and although people are opening back up and so on and so forth. But if you are an avid cruiser like we are, or if you're an avid traveler, even if you just go by jet and go to Germany or go to England or go to Japan or go to, you know, anywhere, I highly recommend that you get global entry. Global entry is just something that will allow you to come back, get out of the country and come back in the country. They will have a global entry line that is usually shorter. You don't have to take off your shoes. You don't have to show everything. You know, it's just a lot easier and a lot simpler. And I'm going to let you guys Google global entry. I'm not going to go into a big detail here, but especially for cruising, I definitely recommend that you get a passport and not necessarily an enhanced driver's license, although I've heard that they will be working better in the future. But I would not travel, even domestically when I'm flying, I take my passport because it's a great second form of identification. other than my license, other than my driver's license. But I highly recommend if you're going to be cruising that you go ahead and get a passport book. There's so much controversy about that in the cruising groups. Well, I don't need one if I go. Well, yes, you do. Yes, you do. For instance, for an Alaska cruise, if you cross the border into Canada, they ask you to show a passport or I think an enhanced driver's license, but you cannot fly home. Let's say you got stuck in Canada. You can't fly home without a passport, you guys. You cannot fly home from Canada, at least, without a passport. Now, I don't know whether that's true for other nations, but I know it is for Canada. So, anyway, one of the things I got, I have this passport book, which is really super cute. And then Stacy got me a pink one. I have that somewhere. And then I just picked up this one just for a change, you know. And it says, laid back days await. And it has a place for your global entry card, your license if you want a credit card. Here's your passport here. You know, some money if you want. I mean, you could use this as your wallet in your carry-on bag, you know, if you wanted to. So I just wanted to mention a passport and global entry card to you. I think they're, you know, important things, and they're easy peasy to get. The TSA pre-check was easy. You don't have when you make your flight arrangements and whatnot. I believe you have to put in your TSA number when you make your reservations, which will automatically come up at the airport to show that you're TSA pre-checked and you can go in a different line. This is for domestic travel. TSA pre-check is for domestic travel. Global entry is for international travel. So therein lies the difference between those two. So, but both do basically the same thing. They help you get out and get back in the airports a lot quicker and a lot more efficiently. Because you answer all the questions beforehand, pretty much. And you can be trusted. They do a big background check on you, and that you can be trusted. You know, they know that you're a trusted traveler. So I just want to mention those two things to you real quick. And really, that's the only thing about cruising or flights that I wanted to mention. I will mention that I love this backpack for flying as a carry-on bag. And I'm not going to be flying to the beaches, but this is a campus backpack. And I've shown this before for those of you who've been with me, but this is a lovely bag. And I got this from the Vera Bradley outlet again. And it has its own pocket for my computer, which I take everywhere with me. And then it just has a big pocket back here with some meshy pockets. And then I got myself a cosmetic bag too. And it already has some lipstick in it because I've shown this before. I bet you that's the lipstick I had on that day, and I just stuck it in here. And then it has a pocket here where you can put your credit cards again, and your license over here, and pins, and then a bigger pocket. This is a lovely, lovely, sturdy, well put together bag. And with it, I even got some pleated masks. I think that was a special that one time. I don't know whether I'll even need these now, but I have them just in case. So this is beautiful. I think this is tropical plaid, something like that is the pattern. So it has two, like you can put a water bottle on each side. I just love this bag. I think this is a stunning bag. It also has a trolley sleeve, so you can put it on your suitcase. So love this campus backpack. What I wanted to mention too about these suitcases, they are spinners. Some people will say, oh, I hate a spinner. I don't like a spinner. Well, let me tell you something. I went through airports for 10 years without a spinner. And I had more tears and more run over toes and more frustrating trying to get in and out of elevators or in and out of doors or up and down escalators and all that stuff with trying to tilt my bag and pull it behind me. Spinners, I felt like a new woman when I finally broke down and we got spinners. I love a spinner bag. For me, that's the best. For me, I won't do without the spinner bag. So both of these are spinners. And I find them much more easier. Listen to me. I find them much easier to manipulate and pull when you can just push it beside you instead of having to pull it behind you. That hurts your back. I run into my feet. I'm telling you, for me, these are a lot better. Not saying that they would be for you, but for me, a spinner bag works beautifully. These are the bags I'll probably be taking on my next 3 or 4 journeys, to the beach and then to a cruise. And I'm not sure if I'll need the second bag for the beach, but we'll see. Again, it might just be for overflow, extra towels. I may just put towels in there, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing, but I do want to tell you about what I utilize in my suitcases to help me consolidate and take more clothes than I ever have before. I found these packing aids, I should say. First thing is packing cubes. I love my packing cubes, and I've got 2 different kinds of packing cubes. And if I can find, I'm going to need to download my own video, I think, because I don't have the footage at my fingertips. So if I can figure out how to download my own video off of YouTube, then I can put some snippets here and show you me literally packing with some of these packing cubes. The first set I'm going to show you is from Shack Pack. I've got all these linked in my packing. I'll flash it up there to tell you which idea box they're in. You can see this particular set. You can see the pink on there in pack. Well, that's the color that the packing cubes are. And in this particular pack, I got 4 packing cubes, one of this size. All of them have mesh on them and have great zippers. And these, not only does it allow me to consolidate my clothing, it allows me to keep things organized. I put all my slacks in one. I put all my, I don't use my tops. I'm going to show you what I'd use for my tops. But all my slacks in one, my underwear in another, and bras, say my swimsuits and cover-ups in another, and I end up being able to, put it into my suitcase like a puzzle, But this came with these 4 sizes, and these do not compress down further. They will compress your clothes, but the next set I'm going to show you in a minute here will compress down even further. But these are the 4. I usually use this little one for all of my panties. This is what I usually use, all of them. Even for, like a 2-week cruise, I'll fit them all in here. I'm not even kidding you. These packing cubes to me, they all have a handle on them, are little magic weapons to help a girl who is a notorious overpacker. And there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with being an overpacker, you guys. Some of these groups on Facebook, you would think that is the greatest sin in all the land is to be an overpacker. It's like the minimalists in decorating who I'm not a minimalist, but, and they think I'm a horrible person for not being a minimalist, Same thing with the packing, if you don't, take like a pair of underwear and a shirt and a pair of pants, and that's all for a 7-day cruise, and just, I don't know what they expect you to do, but whatever. It's ridiculous. So anyway, that's a whole set of Shack Pack. And I know I have them linked. It may not be exactly what is available now, because I've had these for several years, but that gives you an idea of one kind of set. The other kind is from Bagale. These are my favorites. Used to be Shack Pack was my favorite, but these are my favorite now. You can see they're from Bagale. They also come in different names that I can't think of right now. It's been a long time, y'all, since I packed anything. It has been a long time. So this set, again, comes with a large, and then another size, smaller, and then a little bit smaller, and then a small one. And I'm going to show you the difference in these. The difference in these Okay, like this would be your Shack Pack. That would be your Shack Pack cube when you would pack it. But with these, you pack it and then you take your zipper, and this goes all the way around. And then you compress it down. These are called compression packing cubes. Compress it down even further. See that? And then you will end up with a cube that it might bump up in the middle a little bit, but it won't be much thicker than that. So I'm telling you, you guys, these are little magic weapons to me. And again, I use these for my slacks, my capris, you know, my cover-ups, bathing suits, underwear, bras, all that kind of thing. And now I'm going to show you what I used for my tops. I do not use these for my tops, and they're easily stored. I just have them all inside of one another, and they're easily stored. I have them in the biggest bag. That bag, the Shack Pack comes with its own bag, which some people use for a laundry bag. You know, these don't, which it's okay. But what I use for my for my tops, for all of my tops, is I use an Eagle Creek medium packet folder, P-A-C-K-it, packet folder from Eagle Creek. This, again, is magic. And again, I'll be, you know, hopefully I've had some video playing here so that you guys have gotten a good idea of what, you know, all of these little things will do for you. It gives you, this is a folding card and a cheat sheet, if you will, but it gives you ideas of how you can fold all of your shirts, pants, and everything else. It is amazing, but you use the card to fold your garments around, which will then fit it into, it will make it so it fits right into the folder, and then you close the folder up and you have everything condensed. We took a Hawaii cruise, which was a 15-day cruise. I had over, I think, 20 tops in one of these. For our New Zealand, Sydney and New Zealand and Panama Canal cruise that we did last year, I had 2 packet folders. I didn't take any more suitcases though, I'll tell you. I only had the 2 suitcases, but they were stocked full. I'm telling you, they were. But this is like another little piece of magic here, this packet folder. So, you know, I'm not sure if any of you would be at all interested in trying any of these things, but they were game changers for me. They were really game changers for me and have made packing so much easier, so much more efficient, and so much more organized than I have ever had it before. So I love these packing aids. I really do. So I don't want to talk forever and a day about all of this stuff, but I do want to just kind of give you some hints of some of my, I did want to show you my beach bag that I got from Vera. And then I have a little container here full of stuff that I'll go through some of it with you that I keep in my closet, and I keep it packed and ready to go all the time. And sometimes I have to add some things, and I'll explain that in a minute. But anyway, I wanted to show you this, and some of you have seen this. But this, again, was from the Vera Bradley outlet. And I can watch my community post, and the next time it comes available, I'll put you a link in the community post. Everything is on clearance already, and then you get another 30% off when you go to checkout. So everything's on sale already, and then another 30%. You would be surprised how cheap things are. I mean, for Vera Bradley, things are really cheap. And I don't use a lot of pocketbooks. You know, I have that one that I bought. But I don't use pocketbooks. It's usually just my travel stuff that I really like for Vera anymore. But anyway, I got a little set, and it came, it's this very heavy, I want to say vinyl, but it is very, very, very heavy. And isn't that pretty? Beach bundle. That's what this was called. It was originally $155. I don't think I paid but $30 maybe for it. And it was the bag and a towel and this, which is like for your suntan lotion, you know, and whatnots. And I thought it came with one more thing, but that's, you know, for suntan lotion and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, and it came with this little pouch too. You could put your wallet, your phone. Do you keep your phone dry, you know, in there? A little bit of money, a little bit of chapstick, you know, whatever, or sunscreen, balm, you know. So, BALM. So I love this. And it came with a towel. It came with this pretty towel. In the same, I'm not going to unroll it, you guys, but it came with the same pattern, you know. I also got a pair of flip-flops to go to the beach in. And so I don't burn my feet on the sand. I hate that. I don't like to burn my feet. So I do have a pair of flip-flops. Again, from the outlet center, I don't know how much, not very much, $2 maybe, when all was said and done. So, and then I think another time at the outlet, I got myself a couple of more of these containers. I love these for flying, especially, you guys. This is where I like to put my perfumes. Anything that might break, I will put in a Ziploc bag, and then I'll put in one of these bags. I'll pad it, like even with a little bit of bubble wrap, and pad it so it doesn't break and get all over my clothes. And this, I feel like, really help. You know, a bag like this really helps to contain that kind of thing if, God forbid, something would break in flight, you know. So I did get 2 more. If one of my kids needed something, I always like to have extra of this stuff, because you never know who might need it in the family, you know. Okay, so that's all the packing aids and a kind of an explanation about my suitcases. And this is what I use as my makeup bag. I'm going to be honest with you. I used to use this all the time, and I love it, but I have just about used it. This is from 31. And this is a lovely bag, and 31 bags are lovely. They are just lovely, and I love this, but I just found that this big flap, I wasn't thrilled with it. After using it for probably 5 or 6 years, you guys. So what I ended up with was back to my old standby and my Vera, and this is what I use. And this is a Grand cosmetic bag. Extra large cosmetic bag, something like that, in winter. But y'all have your own favorite patterns, right? You can choose your own favorite pattern. But anyway, in this bag right now, I have a Ziploc bag of, well, here is a good example of how I pack my perfumes. Look at that. This is a Ziploc bag that I probably used for who knows how many years. I'm not even kidding you. I just keep it in here and I reuse it all the time. But I have 2 different kinds of perfume. I've got my Innis, which I love. It smells so good. And I've got a little tiny thing of my Clinique Happy, which this is my go-to perfume every day. Every day I usually wear this. And if I don't wear this, I'll either wear Key West White Ginger or my Innis. And all 3 have a very fresh, lovely smell. And then I have, you know, creams to match. Clinique Happy Gelato Cream. Let's look at this. And I'll tell you guys, if you guys don't use hand cream often, just try it. Try to get some hand cream that goes, oh, it smells so good, that pairs nicely with your perfume. You know, it really enhances the smell without overdoing it, you know. So instead of that extra squirt of perfume, which we all know you got to be really careful after so many years of using the same perfume, and you do that, you're like, oh, I'm going to kill everybody in my wake, you know. Try a little bit of cream instead and just add that on and layer that on. And man, oh man, it really makes a difference. I love it. And then I have a Innis, however you pronounce that. And then they all go. This is a bag. I did not buy this. I don't know where I got this. It came with, like, in one of my crafting things, something came in that. And I thought, oh, I can use that for my traveling, you know. So I just have this in this bag, which will probably be switched to, like, this bag the next time I fly. I didn't have this bag before, but I'll probably put it in this bag. So, but other things I have in here are just things that stay in here, like I say all the time. My Q-tips, you know, a little container of Q-tips. I have an extra face cream in here. You know, this is my go-to dramatically different face cream. I've got a little clip to put my hair back when I do my makeup. I've got safety pins. It just, you know, random stuff in here. This is like a little manicure set. Visine. To get the red out. And I've got a couple of sewing kits. And I have a little flashlight because it's really dark in a stateroom. So I've got a little flashlight I always put on my bedside stand. And just random stuff that I try not to forget. I've got, now why I have 3 travel size mascaras in here is beyond me. I have no idea. It looks pretty good though, and that's about it. I do have a little mirror here that I bought, and this is okay. It has got, I need to get new battery. No, it's still working. Sometimes in cruise ships, the mirror in the bathroom and the lighting is terrible. It's just terrible. So I wanted something that I could bring my face up a little closer and look at, you know, a little bit closer. It's got a magnifying side and a regular side, and then it's got a light that goes around. I do not know whether I can link this for you. If I can, or if I have, it'll be in my Amazon shop. And that's pretty much what's in this bag. And then the morning of travel, after I've gotten my shower and I put my makeup on, whatever makeup I use will go in here too. Probably a fingernail file as well. My shampoo and conditioner, I'll have travel size, will go in here, you know? So, but this is the bag that I really prefer to use for my makeup bag now. It's well made. This is not a new bag. I've used this for probably the last 3 or 4 cruises, and I really, really enjoyed it a lot better. I always take my own soap. Yes, I do. My Dove green tea and cucumber and something from Dove. It's one of the only ones that doesn't break me out. So I have that ready to go. I always take a little first aid kit with Neosporin and Band-Aids. I've got Band-Aids of different sizes. I've got some shout out just in case. Why that's in here, I don't know. Some other things I have in my bag here. Here we go. I did buy a new sewing kit. I got this from Amazon just recently because I really wanted to get more selection. So I have this linked, and it also came with pins and more safety pins, needles, thread, little pair of scissors that you would have to, of course, put in your checked luggage because you can't take that on the plane. But a little first aid kit, and let's see. I'm not going to go through all of this. This is a suitcase scale, and I weigh all of my bags and make sure I know how much my suitcase weighs to begin with and how much it weighs before we leave the house. So I know when I put it on that little thing at the airport, it's not going to say that I'm, you know, any heavier than what or it's going to be in the ballpark within a pound or 2 because I've used a luggage scale. Important. Let's see. I take a pop-up laundry basket. This is actually the scale I like better. And I have this linked in my Amazon shop. This is a better scale than this one. This one works, but this is better. You just hook this around itself through the handle and then hold it like that and pick it up. But I take a pop-up laundry basket, and I will take a pop-up laundry basket to the beach because, and I'm going to put that in my bag right here, because I am not a person who likes to have my laundry like strewn all over the world or in a corner somewhere or in the bottom of a closet. So I take my pop-up laundry basket. It stands about 3 feet. I don't want to open it. It folds up into its own pocket. I've hit myself in the face at times. But there you can see how big it is, and it's light as a feather. But if you set that in your bedroom or down in your closet, you know, it works a lot better. So, love that. And sometimes if we're going on a beach vacation or on a beach, which I'll probably take these to the beach, these are clips that you can clip on your chair. Clip your towel onto your chair with, you know. So, those. Also, a little thing that I cannot find right here, my friends, is about all I'm going to go through with you here. I do take shower caps, and I have a hook, and I've showed it before, and I can't find it now here, sitting here with me, but it's a little hook that you can take apart and put around like a towel bar or around a door handle and clip your shower cap onto it. And it keeps, it, you know, helps your shower cap drip dry, and it's great. So, let me think. Is there anything else? Oh, I wanted to tell you, and I'll maybe show some pictures here, that Chris is really helping us get prepared for the beach as far as the baby is concerned. I got him some special birthday gifts that I'll show you after his birthday. I'm not going to show you them now, but I got him some special gifts that he can take to the beach. And then Chris got a big canopy, kind of a tent almost, that we can put him in, that actually has a kind of a bottom to it that, you know, Candace can just put him in and he can crawl all around in it. It's pretty big. So we got that, and if I have a picture of it, I'll put it here. And then he got another one so that if anybody is getting too much sun and they need somewhere just to get out of the sun for a minute, we bought another, I think 1 or 2 more of those canopies. Where we're going is in Myrtle Beach. We can rent golf carts, and we can, you know, fill up the golf carts and drive to the beach just 2 blocks. I believe it's 2 blocks off the beach and right off of a beach access. So we don't have to worry about carrying everything too far, you know. So, but he has really been preparing for that. He also got myself and my dad taller chairs, beach chairs, so that we could sit up a little taller. So I don't, my knee is much better, but I don't want to re-injure myself by trying to haul my butt up off literally off the sand or out of like one of those really low beach chairs. So Chris was kind enough to get both my dad and I chairs that will be taken with us. So we should be ready to go, I'm telling you. But I've got to wrap my brain around what I'm taking. I don't even know what my wardrobe is going to be. I'm not sure. I'm in the middle of losing weight. I've almost lost about 7.5 now. It's not going off fast, but it is going. So, but anyway, I could sit here and yammer on, and I know this has not been so much of an organized video like I normally would do, but this is just about, this shows you where my brain is right now. It's a little bit discombobulated and all over the place. And it's been a long time since I've done a land vacation, you guys. We've been cruising pretty much exclusively for a long time. So my brain is always skewed toward cruising. Whereas now both of us are kind of having to turn our attention and say, okay, what do we need for a land vacation? And that's awesome. And I'm so happy that we're able to do it again. And I'm so happy that Candace and Dustin and Kristen and Maverick and my dad are all going to come with us, and we're going to have a wonderful time. So I'm excited. Can you tell? I just need to wrap my brain around it, and I need to get, I've got a lot. Can you tell I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed? And what I tell you guys all the time is what I need to tell myself. I just need to take things one day at a time, right? And it'll all come together. It will. I'm very organized, and I don't like to be kind of in a disarray. So that's another reason why I really need to redecorate my house. So that's what we're going to be starting on next week. I do have a couple of things to haul for you. And I'm expecting a Hobby Lobby order to come in. So I don't know when that's going to come. I can't get the tracking number to work. It's been shipped. So I don't know. But I'm not sure what Monday will be. It'll either be a haul, answer question, although I don't have a lot of questions. So if you have any, leave them. But I'm not sure what else that video will entail. But we will start redecorating by Wednesday. That's when I'll start redecorating for sure, if not Monday. So, okay, I'm going to stop yammering because I really am. And I do have a few pictures of Mav to show you at the end here, but let me go into my final words. I hope this has helped you a little bit. I hope you'll check into the packing cubes and the garment folder. Honestly, they are awesome, awesome, awesome tools to help you get organized in your packing. And also, you know, Vera is my go-to for my travel bags nowadays, you guys, for my cosmetic bags and beach bags and things like that, my carry-on bag and so on. And the outlet makes it affordable, you know, so the next time that outlet becomes available, I will definitely get it up in my community post and try to give you a heads up here in a video. So, all right. Whew. I'm going to hush. With all that said, let me go into my final words. Have a great weekend, you guys. Have a great weekend. I hope you're able to see those you love or who love you. Or if you can't see them, I hope you get a chance to talk with them and tell them that you love them. For those of you who may be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all. To bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around. And I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. With all of that said, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for Maverick's Mischief here. Or Mischief. And stay tuned for Mischief. I am going to end this video. Stay tuned for Mischief with Maverick. So until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.